it going today? I thought I'd do a video today maybe about packing up your Funkos to either ship off to your friends, your family members, customers, people you're trading with maybe on different internet boards and stuff. It's very important how you ship them, because we all know that shipping, no matter how hard they try, different avenues can be a little rough with the shipping and with the, bringing it to your house. So you want to try and pack up as best you can to save on your side what you've been doing. So I want to go through the process that I do, and this is usually, I'm going to go with one Funko, but this works with multiple Funkos. It's just a different size box. But a lot of times when I'm selling to other people or trading, it's usually one Funko, but it could be multiple, and that just means using a bigger bag. A box, I'm sorry. Jumping ahead of myself here. I think the one thing you want to stay away from is using some sort of bag like this. And I had a video earlier where I talked about Spirit Halloween sending my Funkos in a bag. That is not protection whatsoever. So we will always defer from using some sort of bag that has no protection. Even maybe a padded bag, I'm not a big fan of it. The boxes are the way to go. So we don't want to use these. The next thing you want to do is find a good way to get your Funko. Right here I have Vers from Captain Marvel. The best thing I like to do is buy some of these soft protectors. And, I think I got 50 for 20 bucks or something through eBay, I believe it was. And they're very simple. They come like this. You just push them in together and push them down, and they're ready to go. And that's as simple as it gets. And these do provide a nice cushion for your Funko. I mean, even when you're displaying them at home, they're a great tool to have. I recommend these highly, and I'm sure you can find them in bulk for good prices, and they do protect your Funkos. And probably for yourself, if you want to protect them even better, they have the hard protectors for the much more expensive vaulted Grail Funkos. But what I like to do is somebody purchases, I always list to them and tell them that I will be storing it in a soft protector for them to keep it in there. So they're easy to pop in. They just, honestly, they slide right in, and the top goes on. I mean, they're already put together for the most part. You just got to kind of fold them into shape. And, once that's done, get that in there. Once that's done, you've got yourself your first layer of protection right there. If you don't have these, or you don't want to use these, or you have some bubble wrap laying around, you can also use bubble wrap. I did use that for some of my Funkos in the past before I purchased the soft protectors. And what I did is I just got a piece of bubble wrap and just wrapped it around, almost like a present when you're wrapping presents where the corners come together. So, I mean, I literally did it like I'm doing a simple present for Christmas or a birthday. And that does also give you protection as well. I'm much more of a fan of the soft protectors because they're made for that, but these have worked. I've shipped them like this and I've had no problem. Nobody's come back and said that these didn't work or they were crushed. Obviously, they're not going to stop, major damage. I don't even think this would, with major damage from shipping, if it were to be crushed by a larger box during shipping or what have you. The next thing we do is I use a box about the size of a Funko. You can get them from Funko. I purchased mine online. I think they were about 50 cents a piece. Now remember, this becomes part of your shipping and handling costs. But the big idea with shipping and shipping nicely is you're building a customer base. You sell to people, not everyone, but there's going to be a customer base that you get that says, hey, I like this guy, or I like this company because they ship nicely and things go together well. So I always believe in that, and so I will spend a little bit to prepare. And the boxes I like to get are the 8x6x4. That's for a single Funko. Bigger Funkos, you just have to get a bigger box. But what I like to do is I get my box and put it together here real quick. And it's going to be a quick one. This is not how I would do it normally. I'd really tape it up, but for time constraints. The next thing is once you have your box here, I like to get another piece of bubble wrap and just lay it inside. And the reason for that is I want to keep the Funko away from the edges of the box, because that's what tends to kind of get crushed or pushed around or what have you. So I like to keep a cushion there, and you can use small slim air pillows if you have those, craft paper if you have that, whatever you have that can cause a buffer between the, if you notice in the box, between the box and the Funko, so that it's basically in the middle of that, and that's the perfect way to go ahead and do that. Next, I will certainly tape it all up nicely, and this is literally, this right here is about 12 to 13 ounces, so you'll always be able to sell this, ship this first class, because it will be under 16 ounces, which is the cutoff for first class mail. And that is a cheaper designation. So with one Funko, it's actually pretty nice because it can get you a good rate. Whether you're doing it through eBay or Mercari or whatever, a lot of those sites have deals with the post office and USPS for lower rates. A site I also like, and it has nothing to do with my name and my channel, is pirateship.com. They kind of do the same thing, where I think they're an intermediary and they give you a good price on things and a good price on shipping, similar to eBay. So if you're not selling through eBay, but you're selling to someone outside of those systems on your own, in your your Shopify store or one of your other stores on your own, it's simple to do that. And like I said, these will stay under 16 ounces, which is what you want. And the last thing I do when I get my box all taped up is I shake it. And I know, there's hardly any movement. You don't want the Funko bouncing back and forth, because you don't realize how much goes in these shippings, and it's on conveyor belts. So if you notice, and I'm feeling it, it's not moving much, very little. So that's how you want to pack your Funkos up for shipping, and that will get them to their user in a good shape, without any dents, hopefully. Like I said, unless there's some major catastrophe and the box is smashed in, then you really can't do much about it. But those are my steps for packaging a Funko to go out to a customer. And like I said, if you have more Funkos, same process, just a bigger box, maybe more padding. But like I said, you want to keep those Funkos away from the edges of the box. That's the most important thing to do, in my opinion, along with a soft protector or some sort of bubble wrap to keep that from happening. And just some side notes: if you're selling it, put your paperwork in there, your little invoices, your little flyers or whatever. Let those people know and remind them, hey, this, who did this and the good job they did getting the product to them. Because I always enjoy seeing feedback either in email or on the different platforms through their referral system and their rating system, by saying, great shipping, blah blah blah, I loved it, perfect shipping, it came just as I had planned. Because that's what you want to see, because those people will remember, and they may pay a couple dollars more because they know. And it's funny, because there are Funkos I see on Amazon where their own listing with the Funko plus the soft protector, and they're charging an extra $5, $6, $7. And I think it's just interesting, because these little Funko soft protectors are a great investment for 50 to 60 cents a piece, and you see where that's going. So you're always giving your customer a little bit more, and I like to make sure they know that, because that's important when you're doing these packaging. So I hope you enjoyed this portion of the video, because this is how I do it, and I hope it helped you and taught you a little bit about how to ship your Funkos off.
Hi guys, hope you enjoyed the video about the shipping, and give you a little bit idea how to do that with the Funko Pops. And yeah, I like to share knowledge base like that. A couple of things I thought about after I did that, and just to kind of add on to this, or like an appendix to the video, is a couple things. One thing is, once you've placed your pop in the box, it's also a good idea to get another piece of bubble wrap, or brown paper, craft paper, or air bubbles or something, and lay it on top of the pop to protect the top of the pop from any kind of scrapes. Now, that shouldn't matter if you have a soft protector on there, because that'll protect it from any kind of damage from rubbing of a box, but there's nothing wrong with doing that. It doesn't add to any of the weight to the package, so you're still under that 16-ounce threshold for the USPS mailing, with the cheaper rates. So I just wanted to add that in there because I thought about that as I was looking over the video and just trying to figure out if there's anything I missed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative in some ways, helped you out a little bit. You have any questions or comments or ways that you pack, please leave it down at the bottom in the comments. And as always, if you enjoy this, let your friends know, and subscribe, hit the notification, and I hope to keep adding videos to this a couple times a week. Thank you. Have a good day.